This is a simple way to open yourself up to being more loving. Hello, and welcome to Practice Intimacy. This is the place to be to learn all about love, sex, and how to have the best relationships you possibly can. My name is Jami Lynn. I'm a marriage and family therapist, and it's the new year. Almost. It's almost 2023, and New Year's, new beginnings. It is a wonderful time to not only reflect on the past year, but also plan for the new year. It's just a great time to kind of take stock of what's working, what do you want to change, how do you intend to change it, and because this channel is all about intimacy, connecting deeply with yourself so that you can be connected to others, we're going to look at ways in which you want to become more loving in the new year. And in particular, there is one question that I want you to ask yourself. How have you been stingy with love? In what ways have you been holding back your love because of heartache, because of hurt you have felt in the past, because of trauma you've been through in relationship, because of all the times that your heart has been broken because you chose to love someone, to be open and loving? When we have those experiences of hurt, it is natural for us to kind of close down, to pull back, to retract, to love a little less freely because there's fear. Am I going to get hurt again? Which makes perfect sense. And do you really want to live your life that way? Do you want to operate from a place of fear and holding back and playing small? Or do you want to be as loving as you possibly can? And I don't mean like keeping people in your life who do not treat you well. No, that's not the same thing as being as unconditionally loving as you can while being really well boundaried, while taking care of yourself. Part of being unconditionally loving is loving yourself. And it would not be loving to you to be in relationship with someone who does not treat you well. But humans are humans. They're going to mess up. They're going to be imperfect. And you can show up with so much love and compassion and kindness, even when the people that you care about mess up. And it's hard sometimes, but I really think that this is like the ideal that we're all hopefully moving towards. Unconditional love, I think it's rare, but it does exist. And ideally, all of us would help ourselves move closer and closer to that ideal. And so, where have you been stingy with your love? Where have you stopped yourself from being really radiant and heartfelt and warm? And I'm going to share with you the place that I realized, because I asked myself this question on the solstice. And the main place where I am withholding love, the main place where I'm being stingy, at least right now, would be with my sweet parents. I love my parents dearly. They're wonderful people, and they're imperfect humans who, because I'm their kid, I get really frustrated with them sometimes. And what I decided to do is to show up with as much joy as humanly possible, as much joy as I can possibly muster inside over the Christmas holiday. Just showering them with love, showing up as big and wholehearted as I possibly can, regardless of how they act, and just shower them with love. And taking a break if I can't do that, and then coming back as open-hearted and joyful and loving when I'm ready. And so let me share with you the practice that I am doing in order to work myself into this space. It's called priming. If you have not heard of priming before, it is preparing your brain to experience a particular, outcome. It's really just like training your brain to be prepared to notice positive things or negative things if you prime that way, but we're going to prime positive. And so what you're going to do is you're going to work your nervous system into a state of feeling however it is that you want to feel. For me, it's going to be joyful and welcoming. Those are the words that kind of capture the loving experience I want to have towards my parents over the holidays. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to envision how I would act if I am being joyful and welcoming. What's my body language going to be? How is my face going to be? Like, what will my muscles in my face be doing? How is my heart space going to feel whenever I greet them? And if I struggle to move towards this image, then what I like to do is a little bit of breath work, just kind of to break things up. If you have not done breath work with me before, something to know about it is if you have words, it's one of those days. If you have epilepsy, if you have a heart condition, if you have any medical issues, it is not recommended that you do breath work. Asthma as well. It's not recommended that you do breath work. It would be better for you to just have a conscious breath that is slow and regular and intentional. But for this breath that I'm about to show you, demonstrate, I would not do it if you have any health conditions. It's a rapid breath in and out through the mouth. Nope, through the nose. Could be either one, but I like to do through the nose. And in yoga, they call this Bastrika. It's the bellows breath where you're inhaling and exhaling rapidly. You're getting a lot of oxygen this way. And I like to do with my arms, I'm going to scoot back a little so you can actually see me. With my arms, I open my hands at the top and then I pull them down. Open the hands at the top, pull them down. And so it's an inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. And it'll sound something like this. You could start with 10, 3 sets of 10 breaths like that. At this point, I tend to do about 3 sets of 30 or 40. And what it does, it kind of primes you to be energetic, a little bit more like a high feeling. So already your chemistry is going to change a bit to where you feel better. And then you just keep holding in mind this intention, keep holding in mind the picture of yourself being the loving, open, wholehearted person that you want to be. Not holding back anything, but truly showing up with so much love in your heart, so much love to give the people in your life, and not withholding anything out of fear. Never withholding anything out of fear. I am really curious to hear how this goes for you. Let me know in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Have a beautiful new year. I cannot wait to see you in 2023. And I'm wishing you so much love. I'll see you soon.